Sarah, I can't find them. I don't think they're here.
Well, they must have been here because there's fresh flowers. So where are they now? Todd, this is really scaring me.
Would you want to go back to the house again?
There's no point, I keep calling. Why? Didn't we tell the nursery to take the name off the list?
I don't know. I never even thought about it.
Oh, no, because you don't have to think about anything. Why do I always have to think about everything?
Well, I love her too. Oh, you daft thing.
Oh, it's my fault. I should never have come to the funeral.
You wanted Beth to know her dad.
He wasn't her dad. He never even wondered if she looked like him. I'm glad he's dead.
Hey.
If she has touched one hair of Beth's head.
Sarah, she won't have done.
What's this, revenge?
She don't want revenge, Sarah. She wants Bethany. Yeah, okay, she's a bit barking, but she loves her. She'll never do anything to hurt her.
Oh, you better be right.
I know I am.
Brenda, it's all right.
Leave us alone. You're not welcome here.
I think Bethany needs to go back to Sarah. The poor girl's beside herself. And I know you wouldn't want to cause her any more distress. If you're worried about what Sarah's going to say, you don't have to see her. I can take her back myself, if you like.
She's staying with me.
Why, I want to help. I thought we understood one another. If you let me take her, I'm sure you and Sarah can come to some arrangement. But if you don't, I'm afraid you're going to lose any chance of seeing her again.
Thought you were a woman of the church, Mrs. Bishop.
I am.
And surely you know only the Lord can grant second chances. And he's granted one to me. My son and Bethany. Come on, lovey.
Brenda, please.
She's not here, Sarah.
Bethany? It's Mummy!
Have you found her?
No. We've looked everywhere. What are we going to do?
Well, you say she's with her granny Brenda. Perhaps she's taken her to her house.
No.
No, we've looked. That's the first place we thought of. Then we came here. We know Brenda's been bringing her here.
Yeah, she visits her son's grave. There's fresh flowers on it, but I think we've just missed her.
Well, if she's with her granny, she can't come to much harm, can she? Mrs. Bishop thought she might have taken her to her church.
Well, what church?
Oh, it's, what? St. Saviour's.
It's worth a try, come on.
Yeah, all right, but look, I think we should phone the police. Tell them what's happened. Tell them we think she could be in danger.
Danger? But what, when her granny's with her?
Well, that's why. She's a very mixed up woman.
But she wouldn't hurt Beth. Do you really think she might?
I don't know. That's why I think we should phone the police.
Don't come near us. Leave us alone.
I'm just trying to help.
Oh, yes. That's what people say. But they're lying. They're always lying.
No, I'm not lying. Please, Mrs. Ferns.
Don't call me Ferns. That was his name. The man who said he was my husband. He promised to forsake all others. He promised to love and to cherish, but that was all lies. My name is Brenda. That is my real name. My Christian name.
Well, all right. Brenda, then. My Christian name is Emily. And I'm a Christian just like you, and I want to help you and little Bethany.
We don't need your help. God is our very present help and our salvation.
But all the same, it's late and it's cold, and Bethany really ought to be at home with her mummy.
Bethany wants to see her daddy. She wants to be with him, and so do I. And that's where we're going.
But surely Bethany's daddy is dead.
No! No! He's gone to eternal life. To a better place than this one. And that's where we're going. Isn't it, Bethany? This world for me anymore. Nothing.
No. No, I can only try to understand, but I've never lost a child. I never had one to lose. I couldn't have children, though I wanted them. We both did.
There's such useless things. Keep on keeping on. They say things like that. Why? When all that's left is grief and loneliness, why shouldn't we end it all?
You're a Christian, Brenda, and you know that the church has always told us that everything in life has a purpose.
Church? The church? They don't believe in anything anymore. Those whom God hath joined together, let no man put asunder, right? You know what they've done? They've married the man who left me, who divorced me. They've married him to his trollop in church. Don't you tell me to seek the guidance of the church.
Brenda, I know you've been sorely tried.
What's that? It's the police. You've brought them. You said you were on my side, but you're in league with them.
Threat to the child. We could do with a negotiator on the spot. Softly, softly, I reckon. Oh, and, best get an ambulance out here too, okay?
Is she here? Is Bethany here? Is she all right?
Oh, take it steady. You'll be Sarah Platt, right? The kiddie's mum?
Yeah, what's happening?
There's a little girl up on the church tower. We presume she's your child. But there's 2 women up there with her, not one.
Oh, that'll be Mrs. Bishop. She said she'd find them here. Oh, thank the Lord.
What good's Mrs. Bishop? She's an old woman, she can't protect Bethany.
Calm down.
What are you standing here for?
okay.
My baby's up there.
okay,
Why
calm
don't
down.
you go and get her?
Calm down.
Now, listen to me. Priority number 1, the little girl's safety, right? Which means no shouting and no threatening and no bullet-a-gate stuff. If this woman who took your little girl's unbalanced, shall we say, the one thing we want to avoid is tipping her over the edge. Maybe that was an unfortunate choice of words, but you see the point I'm making.
If you'd just come with me.
Get back. Get back or we'll jump.
Brenda, listen to me, please. I realised you've had dreadful tragedy in your life. I know what you're suffering, but this Bethany, she's your granddaughter, your son's child, with all her life in front of her. And you can be part of that. You have that to live for.
Well, that's what I wanted. But Sarah says no. She said she won't let me see Bethany ever again.
People say things in anger, things they don't mean.
No, she means it. She hates me. Because I tried to show her the Christian way. I told her to marry a boyfriend, and I told her to bring a new baby up in wedlock. What's to become of Bethany in a home like that? She'd be better off going to a better place.
Brenda, you might just be able to persuade me that you have a right to end your own life, but you know as a Christian that you have no right to take someone else's life.
I'm taking her to everlasting life in the world that we know is waiting for us.
She's just a child, an innocent child.
Yes, and Jesus wants her. It says in the scripture, suffer the little children to come unto me.
Not by the way you planned for her. He said, whoso shall offend one of these little ones, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and that he were drowned in the depths of the sea.
You're twisting the words. I love Bethany. I only want what's good for her.
Am I twisting these words, Brenda? Thou shalt not kill.
Please, do something. Please, just get my baby back.
I've asked for a negotiator. Somebody who's got special training for these situations, and they know how to talk to somebody like Mrs. Ferns.
I don't think you should hang about. Her son, Beth's dad, died in a car crash a couple of months ago. What worries me is I don't think she's ever got over it. She's not thinking straight.
You've studied these things professionally, have you, sir?
No, but all the same...
What's the point in arguing? She could be doing anything to Beth.
No, not with Mrs. Bishop up there, oh no. No, Mrs. Bishop hasn't shouted down for help, has she? I take that as a very good sign.
What's stupid? What's Mrs. Bishop going to do?
I'm going to get Beth. I want my baby back. No!
Sarah!
What's that?
I don't.
What's going on?
What's she doing to my baby?
It's Sarah.
What's she doing to my baby?
She's frightened. You're going to hurt.
They're all coming to get me. And you're in league with them. You've been cunning. You've been trying to keep us here arguing with you. Well, it won't work. Come on, Bethany, we're going to see your daddy.
Brenda, please. You heard Sarah just now screaming in fear for Bethany. Does that mean nothing to you?
Bethany will be happy where we're going.
What about Sarah? You've told me about losing your child. You said it was unbearable suffering. You said it was agony.
It is. It is.
Then please don't inflict that on Sarah. She's 16. She's the age your boy was when he died. Are you going to sentence her to a lifetime of grieving for her child? I can't believe you're capable of that kind of cruelty. Not when you've felt the grief yourself. Not when you know the pain of the bereavement.
I didn't think about Sarah.
Then please, think about her now. I know you're a good person, Brenda. And if I'm right, you won't make Sarah suffer what you've suffered. It's all right.
You've put her to Ralph.
Forgive me, please.
No, there's no way.
Todd, no. She's not well.
Emily, are you all right?
She's going to kill herself and take Bethany with her.
Oh, Emily, you deserve a medal.
Oh, it'll be fine. You know I like it all crisp and chewy.
Yeah, well, it's just as well.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm glad you had a good first day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it.
Good, good. That chap in the Rovers, Charlie Stubbs, he's got a pile of asbestos sheets in his yard. I noticed them today. They should be dumped somewhere safe, which I told him, but I don't know if he's going to take any notice. Maybe you could get someone in the town hall to twist his arm.
Oh, let me get settled in first, love, before I start asking favours.
Removing dangerous asbestos, Deirdre, not asking favours.
No, all right, I'll have a word. Seems all right, though, does Charlie? I mean, as far as I can tell, we hardly know him, do we?
God forgive me. God forgive me. Thank you for stopping me.
Telling you, she deserves a medal, does Emily? She really does. I'm just filling them in, because she'd have done it, you know. Oh, yes, she'd have jumped. It was lucky for Bethany Emily was there.
Norris, please, leave it.
But they're entitled to know what would have happened if you had...
They're entitled to an end to their ordeal, and so am I. I just want to go home. And I'm sure you do, too.
I'm going to ask that policeman if he'll give us a lift home. Beth's tired out and Sarah's shattered.
I'm never going to let her out of my sight again. I'm never going to trust her with anybody. Anybody.